review on Caribbean parenting versus North American parenting, or what we like to call soft parenting, because I find nowadays a lot of Caribbean parents adopting the soft parenting and the Caribbean parenting. So let's talk about it. I mean, what are your views? What do you guys think about soft parenting and Caribbean parenting?
Traditional Caribbean parenting can be very toxic. That's my opinion. I'm sure both of y'all can agree that Caribbean parents can be very harsh. How we talk to our kids when we shout at them. For some parents inside here.
I will continue to be a harsh Caribbean parent.
Yeah,
You're going to make welfare division come and look
No, you are not abusive. I just make fun of you, obviously, because you're Canadian, and
I have to code switch.
Yeah, I tell you, like, you know, when you go up to Canada, make sure you put on your Canadian tone. But I don't believe in soft parenting either. So we have to find this balance between the two.
So what are your what are you willing to accept in soft parenting?
Patience.
And versus Caribbean parenting.
Patience. Because
so you just feel like Caribbean
we're not patient.
And I think expression, like soft parenting, it allows expression. Like, how do you feel about this? You know, you're the parent asking the child. Your parents not asking you that. They don't care how you feel. It's how they feel. How, you know, that kind of thing.
That even make me feel uncomfortable. Our parents asking you how you feel?
Yeah, you know, so I love, I agree with Ash, you know, I think we need to have a balance between the soft parenting and the Caribbean parenting. You know, it definitely needs it, like, you know, because I'm not a toxic parent, and I've been told that I'm spoiled and I spoil my child. But
what do you do that makes you come across as being like spoiling your child?
Well, spoiling my child, not that I am spoiled I was spoiled by my
both two of them.
So with my daughter, I try to have a conversation. Like, I really think it's important to teach accountability. A lot of people in the Caribbean they were not taught accountability. So your parents might say, go and tell Jael you're sorry, but they wouldn't tell you, like, what are you telling Jael you're sorry for? So now when they grow up and you date somebody, I know we're not talking about dating, but you date somebody or you meet people, you deal with people in daily life, they may not want to say sorry, but if they tell you sorry, it's just like say it, whatever. They don't accept accountability. No one has ever told them why they're wrong. My parents did that with me. Like, you have to know why you're sorry. You have to say why you're sorry, and you have to show, make up for it. You know, that kind of thing. So then you don't want to do something again, because you know all what you have to go through. So my brother was very licorice. He used to thief our food all the time. Big up yourself, Cody. Cody will eat mommy will serve daddy food, and Cody will come and Cody will eat the food. And he'll cover back the plate nicely. And then when mommy tries to, you know, he'll be like, oh, when my belly full already eat it. You know, that kind of way? Because his belly don't full, even though he get blow, he don't eat it.
And he's still alive. Your parents were in Caribbean?
You know, so I have that kind of memory. And
Where your parents were born?
My mom was born here.
So she practiced soft parenting?
She definitely practiced, yes, both with us. Now it's worse.
So did you get blows as a child?
Of course I get licks.
What do you consider licks?
Yeah.
No. I got licks. Like, I've gotten licks. Sorry, mommy. I have scars from my licks. I'm wearing a pants. I have a scar right here from, you know, the tip of the broom, like when the little thing come off. You know, the top
the
of
plastic.
the broom, and then the metal. Mommy beat me right here, and I have a little thing.
You didn't have a wooden spoon?
Wooden
spoon?
No, I never had a wooden spoon. No.
I had my wooden spoon.
Your mother was not Caribbean.
You didn't have a wooden spoon?
Girl, up to a day like today, I can't take myself and buy a wooden spoon. What you mean?
Imagine my cleaner told me to get wooden utensils, and I was like,
Yesterday I gave my
That's
daughter
a weapon
to play with.
Wooden spoon?
Yeah.
You never got a wooden spoon and my mother broke on my back?
What? That's slavery.
No. That was
I never had a wooden. No, I never.
That wooden spoon, it did not kill me.
I've been hitting my eye with a metal spoon. Come on, we threw the spoon at me, but I've never had a wooden spoon.
I used to have brush Actually, every household utensil was a weapon. I've had.
You ever get a dead man brush on your ass?
But I had to get school brush. I had to get lick of antenna of TV.
Yeah.
I already get wooden spoon. I already get
Guava branch.
Guava branch. Go and pick your whip.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
No. Go and pick your belt.
Go and don't come with nothing and look into flames.
No.
Because they will triple it.
Never had that.
So you didn't have Caribbean parents?
I did, but it's just that it wasn't abusive like that.
But you
No,
tried
you
to say
did.
your parents were abusive.
Girl, I have no scars.
That is abusive.
You have scars.
That is abusive because they hide.
Wooden spoon.
They
Wooden spoon don't leave no evidence.
Don't leave any evidence. But my mom just got mad.
So you say we scam
You
our
said
house?
you got
Yes.
in your eye. My mother never beat me in my
It's
eye.
because I duck in line to the spoon.
Well, you don't have Caribbean parents because you learn never duck. Never run, never duck or is more blows.
My mother never hit me on no place that I would not, that's not fleshy. So I'd get it on my backside.
Yeah.
I go on my back. That is where I would get it.
You remember when they used to peel your hand? So
Yes.
No.
Or put you to kneel on rice.
What?
I never get that. That is
I got
vacas. That is vacas, man.
I had to kneel on rice. That one is painful. That is painful.
You
And
see?
know why? Because my mother was tired of my teacher saying, "Great student talks too much." That is what she's tired of.
But let
and
me
I
tell
had
you.
to kneel on rice.
Let me tell you.
Or she used to put me to kneel down, and my sister, when we get in trouble, next to me, and we had to put our hands up, and we had to snitch on each other.
And that's exactly what I mean. Because right now, you talk too
My
much.
mother taught us to be snitching.
You're talking too much. You're talking too much is your job. You know? And I feel
honestly,
like
though, my mother, so without tripping you, although my mother was upset about it, my father quickly resolved it. And he started looking at the positives in it. So, and I think it was just, she was just angry that she was constantly getting that. And it's also to the way the teachers say
yeah.
it. So if a teacher makes you out to be this disruptive student that does not let the class go on because they constantly cutting things.
So I do believe that we got issues from how we were raised. Sometimes it's circumstance. Our parents are frustrated with whatever's going on in their life, their circumstance, and they often project their issues onto their children. A lot of Caribbean, and that's not right. You understand? And that's something that needs to be addressed, because how many times have you walked down the road just in public and you've witnessed a mother shouting at a 2-year-old child because they're tired of walking on the street and they can't keep up with their parents? How fair is that? A 2-year-old child. Their legs are a fraction of yours.
Let me tell you, sometimes that mother doesn't get money from the child father.
That's what I'm saying. So you
the child looking
frustrated.
just like the father and walking just like the father.
Right.
And you want to give the check it. Why you so much like your
Yeah.
sheep as father?
moving
That's not to
slow
get you very-
like the father. Like the father check.
You even say, "No, baby," and you want to say, "You ugly like your father."
Yeah.
No, baby, don't walk like that. Boy, move your father ass from there. That is the only thing that is applicable in the heat of the moment. What are you not understanding?
But then why we wired like that though?
But listen, when fathers, when everybody starts taking care of their responsibilities, I think people will parent differently. That is what I
I think you have a responsibility to not abuse your child.
But
verbally.
why are you using that word abuse?
Because
you're throwing that word around so loosely.
It is a lot of it.
Julie, I felt I was abused. Okay, at one point in time, I was abused by my father. You know, I got plenty blows. I ended up in hospital once for blows.
Yeah, that's abuse.
It was abuse.
Yeah.
That was abuse,
You're not
right?
gonna drink.
However, the other blows I used to get before that with the wooden spoon, and that was not abuse. That was Jael was not behaving her damn self.
I am not
and
saying-
she did it too callous. That was what it was.
I'm not saying to spare the rod. We're not saying that. But when you beat out of your own frustration, that's different. That's and the blows is very different.
So the thing about it is that I think personally as a parent, as maybe in a parent, you should wait to calm down before you address the situation, because sometimes when it happens, you react, and that happens to me a lot where I react, I'm angry. When I'm on my period, I'm a beast. So if my children are around me, that makes it even
But you don't
worse.
really beat your kids.
I don't.
You're verbal.
I'm a verbal.
But the thing is, one thing I'll give you, because I'm around you a lot, is even your tone, it still have a kicks to it. See, your children don't even take you that serious.
No, they don't.
Jazz! Mr. Just watch you and you turn around. Because you understand?
So you say I wasted my voice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or you enjoy it. But it's not like an abusive or like a genuine like angry
So
tone.
they're immune to that.
I think I use a lot of
No boy. When you grow up with like real Caribbean parents, they vex you. Afraid you.
And that's what
you grew up afraid of
I
your
don't know,
parents.
for some reason I wasn't afraid of mine. I used to prepare my bottom for blows. I knew we grew up Pentecostal. Or not also to the carnival. And I would go to the carnival. And I would know when I reach Dollar Jam in Portsmouth.
That's when it's cheap.
$1 you used to pay to go Dollar Jam, and you're sweating, boy, and you dancing. You're not supposed to go, you know. And I know I'm gonna get blows when I go home. I used to prepare my backside.
See,
for
I've
blows.
never done things like that. Maybe that's why.
I used to prepare my backside for blows
I
because
remember-
I know I was gonna get it.
I remember crying a time from blows, and my brother was like, "You just gotta clench." He used to take his blows and walk out the room like, "No, you just gotta clench."
But that get Caribbean parents mad, huh? When they realize
You have to
that
cry. That's why it's abusive.
there's no
You
fear.
have to cry.
Yeah.
You don't cry, or if you don't cry, I'll give. Or if
Give
you
something
tell
to
them,
cry.
I'll give. No. You crying, and they don't want you to cry.
Yeah.
Stop crying now.
Give
It's like
something to
give you
cry.
something to cry, but you
Yeah.
just give me something to cry. You just finished.
Bro,
Beat me.
I'm convinced Korean parents don't want to see you happy. You
I
singing?
noticed.
You singing? I hope you know your schoolwork so.
I know that's true. That's true. Yes, I hope you make sure you get 100% in that test. They're
You
playing
know,
video games. I tell that to Giovanni all the time. I tell Giovanni all the time, yes, I knew it. Especially lately, he's been dreaming of these video games. So he'll wake up in the middle of the night and you'll hear him talking about the video games. And next morning, I'll send him, I hope. One of these days, I'll hear you say something biology in that dream.
Yeah.
Biology related.
Or if you're laughing too much, after laugh is cry.
But what
They cannot see you happy.
What do you do when you realize that you sound like your parents to your children?
You change. Because we as human beings have a tendency to become what we resent. So you have to be very self-aware and check yourself. You must check yourself.
Yeah.
I don't think I like my parents, though.
You don't like your parents?
I don't think I'm like them.
Oh.
In terms of like, because I don't think I resented it. I don't think I like.
But you know you deserve blows.
But I deserved it. I deserved every.
Yo,
I didn't deserve the blows.
I didn't deserve blows.
Later on, I didn't deserve the blows when it became because, and that's another thing that we could talk about, because of alcoholism. So my father would drink, and when he would drink, he became a different person. So that was where the abuse came in. Mm-hmm. But just regular blows, man, I deserve every.
I deserve my blows
deserve
from my
every
mother. I was I was the child you did not want. Like I was.
Ezekiel?
My mother's still talking about how much I stressed her. I was horrible. I was sneaking out, don't answer phone, go MIA. My mother used to be driving around.
Oh my God.
Crying, looking for me. Don't know if I dead in a ditch. Boy, I used to just go about my business.
You're a coward.
I was a coward. So when I get blows, I deserve the blows. Like, you know, I really feel sorry for how much I stressed her.
Apologize.
I have.
Upon look into the camera and apologize.
Mommy, I sorry. Oh, sorry. Mommy, I sorry.
What are you sorry for?
What the fuck is this? Session.
I cry. We just finished saying you have to say
Accountability.
accountability.
I just took accountability. For what? I brought it up.
That is a parenting.
Yeah.
You didn't bring it up. You just glazed on it.
But what else? I mean,
You have to say what you are sorry for.
wow, you all want to put the highlight on me. If you want to go back, you want to go into why I behave like that?
No. I just want what you're sorry for.
What I'm sorry. Well, it's a half-half because I was also very young. I was damaged. I was a product of a broken family, and I was reacting, I guess. What can you? How much wisdom does a 13-year-old child have? You understand?
You were doing that at 13?
Boy, I got my first tattoo at like 11 or 12 or
You
whatever.
deserve blows.
I was a coward from early.
You got your first tattoo. I got my second piercing at 12 too.
Girl, my ear was
I was a
lick
coward.
up. My ear was lick up by
And
early
let me
age.
tell you, I used to wear, my father, that would drive my father insane. I used to wear eyeliner early o'clock. Like early o'clock. And then I was close to this lady who loved to wear makeup. So she'd give me like her gold eye pencils.
You was looking
And
salon.
I used to put that on top there. And my father told me, yeah, Jezebel!
Jael,
Yeah,
Jezebel.
Jezebel.
Yeah.
Right? But like I used to poke at them. I used to poke at my parents.
I didn't even do
I
it to
don't
poke
know.
at my parents.
I
I just
I
felt
wasn't-
like doing
It wasn't deliberate though.
what was wrong. Like it was crazy. Like this is the right path, this is the wrong path, and I just wanted to go down this path. And that's just how I was hardwired for a lot. Like all in my 20s. Like I was just screwed up in the head. So in a sense, there's nothing.
What happened? What changed? Was it
It was just,
soft-parenting?
just self-aware.
Soft parenting.
No. I was out of my parents' house by then.
Okay. Julie died.
After laugh is cry. Remember that? Kiki still. I think that's also why I changed my approach with also like being a friend, and just being a human being in general. Witnessing different people around me love helped me change.
Okay.
It was love around me. People just witnessing different family units and that kind of stuff it just triggered something in me. That's when I fully changed. That's when I stopped drinking. I started working out, started making better life decisions, all of that. It was very external. So that's why, like, as a friend, I'm also like, I'll babysit for you. I'll go the extra mile as a friend for you. Like, I believe in that. You does make money, you have to pay.
Wow, I just make money. See my business on the road as a friend.
Yeah, so that's basically it. So back to what I was saying, I don't know what to apologize for. Because I didn't know better. So I'm sorry that it happened.
Okay.
You understand? I'm sorry that I was that, but I can't even say I'm sorry I was that way because I was a product of my
You
circumstance.
can understand now why you were that way. You can understand how she felt having
Yeah.
to drive around looking for you at that age. I mean, I get you. I get you.
So do you think though, because like I know like in North America, that sort of style of parenting has been trickling down into the Caribbean where people feel, well, we're not supposed to shout at them or we're not supposed to even beat children. Like I know like now there are parents who advocate hard for don't touch my child. Like that is my responsibility. And sometimes like as a parent, I've given like full authority to the teachers who are with my kids, who have my kids during the day, to discipline them as they see fit. Like, I'm not one of those parents that's going
But that's
to say,
risky though.
I'm not one of those parents. I mean, obviously, if something happens, I will find out it happened and I can address it. But I'm not going to say, don't touch my child, it's me to discipline. When in the moment you don't know what the child did that was disruptive. You were not there. You were not present. What you're hearing is just what somebody said. And I feel like the teacher can exercise their authority because they are responsible.
Like, do you know that though?
But they are responsible for your child though.
Yeah, but by force. You didn't choose the teacher.
The parent that
You didn't do a background check, or the school chose them.
In as much, but that doesn't rain though. Like you didn't
Let me
choose
ask
the
you,
teacher.
you not really beating your child. Why would you give a teacher permission to beat them? How do you know that teacher is not going to pass on that same frustration thing we were talking about?
Yeah,
and they have to deal with a bunch of children. Your child is just talkative. Honestly, being a bit talkative and expressive is not enough reason to give blows. Maybe a timeout, maybe some kind of talk to the parents when you go home, no devices or whatever, because these are the rules.
That doesn't
But
work
it's not
for my
enough
children though.
Huh?
That doesn't work for my children.
But I find your children are easy.
But my children are not. It's not even easy. My children can manipulate the shit out
God
of
gave
you.
you what you were.
They can manipulate the shit out of you. Like they will make you
are
feel.
dumbass.
And it's not a bad thing. It's not like they're not bad kids. But like you'll tell them to stop running up and down.
But then,
For example?
but listen,
And you'll tell them that now, and you'll probably tell them, go in the naughty corner. But if I go up there for belt, you might not hear a pin drop for the next hour.
right?
So what do you think I'm going to pick?
But
Go in the naughty corner, and then they will turn around, they watch me, and then they go back to doing it.
But respect teachers more
a
than
child
anything.
under 10 not running around. Come on. Sometimes we're just unrealistic. We want our children to be perfectly obedient, and we forget their nature. It's a
but the
child's
children-
nature to challenge you. You tell a child, don't touch that. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Well,
so you have to be consistent.
So that is the thing that we did. That is something that we did not do with our kids. We never told them, do not do anything. So like, for none of my kids, I never had any issues with plugs. You know when people safety proof their house. I never had to do that shit. Vases stayed. As a matter of fact, the first vase that broke in my house was my cat that broke it. My cat broke the first vase, right? My children never break any of those things, you know? Like I could leave everything, leave cupboards open. You don't worry about your children going in there and take bleach and those things. They just knew you do not go in there because there's dangerous things and bad things can happen to you. That's all. We never said do not, because it's like even the Garden of Eden. You say don't eat the apple.
Suffering.
We're going to want to eat the apple, right? They should have not never left Lilith. You should have stayed with her. Anywho, that's what happens when you leave one for another.
Now why somebody burning their belly?
Anyways, I feel like sometimes you have to pull out the belts and put down some licks.
I'm not against that. All I'm saying is, once the licks are not coming out of personal frustration and it's to discipline, because there's a difference.
How do you know that it's not personal frustration?
You have to have your self-control. When you're angry, you had a rough day at work. Whoever frustrates you, your man stress you out, whatever, then your child do something and you take out a belt and you start going crazy.
Flinging belts.
Yeah, it just blows for a simple little thing. That's your frustration. But you try talking to a child multiple times, you don't do it. You take out a belt and you, like a syllable beating. I told you, don't.
For some of that training practice, man.
I have siblings and I have a niece. I have a lot of siblings.
I
And I'm
just
the
think there needs
eldest.
to be a balance. I do beat, but it cannot always be beaten. It has to be like a last resort, and it is.
You just beat?
Yeah,
Just beat.
But not mine.
She looks like she goes, I'm going to give you the belt now, okay?
I believe in like the corner. Like I remember my baby sister, yesterday was her birthday, happy belated birthday. But I got so concentrated in the corner that even I want to ask her for cornflakes, she's afraid, because it really worked. Like some children,
On the corner?
What child?
My little sister, she's 14 now, and she lives in Canada.
I was just about to say, there's something about when they born foreign.
No, but she wasn't born foreign,
She lived foreign. She grew up foreign.
She foreign.
That was actually, she moved to Canada when she was 2. And so she was with me prior to that, to her moving. And, she understood the corner concept. My daughter, is the same thing. Like, I don't know. You see the things that y'all talk about, I empathize with your parents now because I never
Empathize with them?
yeah.
No, but that's what
No,
for real, you
no.
should.
I never snuck out. I never scudded school. I never did these things. I did my
Boy,
eyebrows
I'll cut school
for
nicely.
the first.
I never cut school. I never cut school because I genuinely liked school.
To go talk.
So I was a social butterfly. So what you gonna cut school to do? To unsocialize? No, everybody is in school.
To catch butterflies after school.
Everyone is in school. So if you're gonna be a social butterfly, you better be doing it in school. So I never cut school. That was not happening. I used to probably stay out later. So let's say school finish at 1, and I'm supposed to be home by
That's
3.
what little boys do.
I probably home by 7 o'clock. Yeah, man.
That's what
Most of
little
the time.
boys do.
But you know the joy about
By 10 o'clock,
the
11
joy about
o'clock,
when we went to school.
you used to meet me
The
outside.
joy about it is that we went to school in Portsmouth, which was half an hour from our home, and
Belmarche.
bus wasn't consistent, so you could always cook up a story. The
Belmarche.
bus, we don't get bus. Meanwhile, you in Bon Pig in Mango.
Man, what I used to do?
Yes, girl, I used to go Bon and
If
Pig
I have
Mango.
children like all you I want to.
Why?
What were you doing?
We on
Getting your
camera.
tattoo.
We on camera.
Wow. You see why I empathize with your parents? I was not that kind of child. So my daughter is not that kind of child either. Like, you know, I don't have those issues. The issues
Unless she's smart. Because I have one sibling in particular, I'm not going to call names. Mr. was considered Mr.
There's 2 boys.
the perfect child. Meanwhile, he used to steal car. I was never brave enough to steal a car.
But you couldn't say you're there for on camera, but here you used to steal a car.
Yeah. I have two brothers. You don't know which one.
We know. We can guess. We can
Any
guess.
mini minor you.
Whoa. You don't know if there's an outside one either.
There's 2.
I could have an outside brother.
I'm sure.
But you know, soft parents tend to negotiate, and I find another thing is that Caribbean parents do not negotiate with you. They do not negotiate.
But why am I negotiating if one is me that paying all the bills?
But it doesn't
Why
matter.
do I have to
It's
negotiate
not-
with you?
When
You
when
are
our
no.
forefathers were slaves,
Our
they could not
forefathers?
negotiate. Children are not slaves.
No.
They're supposed to
No.
negotiate.
It is my house. I pay the bills.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. You must be mad, Julie.
trigger
You must be.
Not
crazy.
her. You trigger her.
You can't tell me negotiate. The only thing we're negotiating for is whether or not you going anywhere for Christmas. That's the only thing based on the grades you give me. That is the only negotiation.
So
not
your
happening.
child can negotiate what they want to eat?
No.
What
if
the
it's
hell?
rice, I have and I cook rice. That's what you eat.
better eat it.
And if you're eating rice, let me tell you, I eat fish until I almost turned into a fish.
But that was wrong.
In my life. How was it wrong? My father used to get fish for free. We had boat. You think my parents would have spent money on buy chicken when they have fish in abundance? My mother used to bake it, fry it, stew it, grill it. All kind of eating. What, ceviche? We didn't even know what ceviche. All kind of thing. Because it's fish we eating, right? Probably that's why my brain's all in my brains.
This is why.
Because it's fish we ate.
As
Probably
a
that's why
Caribbean,
probably
we
that's
need
why we so
therapy.
smart. No, I don't need no therapy.
As a Caribbean
I don't
people.
need. If that you got a
Because-
therapy, if that you got a therapist to me for,
Because
I don't need no. I don't need no.
No, Jael, real talk.
I do not.
We need a little
Not
healing.
for that. I do not need no therapy.
No, not for that. For that.
For that specific
I believe.
thing, I am telling you, we eat fish. I ate fish.
Okay,
Monday.
guy. Okay,
to,
guy.
No,
Monday
no.
to Monday.
I
ate
believe
fish.
Jael.
And I was so I'm gonna start. Go and tell Victor. Can I have chicken? She will put barbecue sauce on the fish for you.
I do agree with you in that
she'll
sense.
tell you.
That negotiating thing.
You
Nah.
see like now it have those
Children
videos.
have
It have those
feelings.
videos of those people that making vegetables and make it taste like meat.
Yeah.
You know? My mother Yes, so that is meat.
Green, yeah.
Yes. That is what my mother would do for you, mad. You gonna negotiate and say you want the rice and it's
so you don't.
or you want your rice white and it's brown rice I have.
So don't you think that Caribbean parenting is somewhat toxic?
How we toxic?
Don't you think?
Oh, it's toxic.
So if we can, I think our generation, every generation should bring parenting closer to the ceiling. And I honestly think
The
that
ceiling?
yes, you're getting higher, you're getting
My
better.
roof low.
You're getting better.
Julie, what's ceiling that, Julie?
My great grandmother parenting was horrible. Then
But
after
I do not think my
by
mother's
now-
parenting was horrible. I felt like my parents were very good parents.
I'm not saying they were not good
especially
parents.
considering that my mother was raised by her grandparents. And my mother was raised like a count. Like, honest to God. Like, my mother was like a little boy. Because her grandparents were older when she came to live with them. So they didn't have time to baby her and them kind of things. So she used to go garden and
You
all
see
those
that
things.
baby her
So
thing?
she didn't have that. But that doesn't mean my mother was very nurturing.
But there's a difference between
Very, very
nurturing and
nurturing.
babying.
Very, very nurturing.
Soft
The most
parenting is
nurturing.
babying.
As a matter of fact, a lot of my cousins were jealous of my relationship with my mother because I was the only one of my cousins who could go and tell my mother if I'm having sex. Only strict, she was strictly. I was the only, we were the only ones who could comfortably have any conversation with my mother.
But that is soft parenting.
But
That's
I,
not soft.
But I used to get blows like old clothes in the same instant.
Okay, then
It doesn't have to be soft. It doesn't have to be hard. It have to be firm.
It have to be firm.
So
I
her
don't-
parents are firm, but they were nurturing. There's a difference. You don't have to be soft. Is what we're talking about. The two extremes.
I am telling
Soft
you.
is an extreme, and I
I
think
feel
it
like
can
what
be
they're
just
doing
as
right now,
dangerous.
what these people are doing right now, is they're raising little criminals.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to become very manipulative, and they know you're gonna.
You think Caribbean children can go in the supermarket and start to scream? You think Caribbean children can go in the supermarket and start to scream? I want ice cream!
They do it all
I
the
want
time.
ice cream! And go on the ground and
My
start to beat
children,
them.
let me tell you, imagine the first time I traveled with my children. The first time we flew together, two of them. I was living in Canada, and we went to Tampa for a wedding. And my two children on the plane with me. And the flight attendant, she kept coming. Every 10 minutes she come in. And I'm wondering, why she keep coming? Are you okay? Is everything okay? Are the kids okay? I'm wondering, like, why she keep coming? And I said to her, I find you coming a little often. She says, your kids are so well behaved. Anything you want.
Oh,
I was
say,
like,
if they
they're
bring their
accustomed-
neck.
No, they're accustomed to those malcassed children
Yeah.
coming on the plane and opening
kicking
and
the
shutting them,
seats.
kicking people back on their feet. My children never do those things. You know why? And I never let me tell you, to say hit my children, all I have to do is open my eyes.
Yeah.
All I have
The
to do
look.
is just open my eyes.
The look.
And they know to think. You think I can go in a store and my child say, Mommy, I want that, Mama. Jazz has tried it. And I say to him, no. And that's all I have to say is no. Stern and silent and slow and whatever. I say no. And he doesn't trouble me again. Monkey doesn't watch you climbing. Whatever you do with your children, they will use it against you. And that soft parenting bullshit that we're doing nowadays, that is raising the criminals. Children are becoming criminals and silent.
Entitled. They become
That is what
very
they be. That is what's
entitled.
happening.
I think we need to have a healthy balance, and I think that our parenting needs to get higher, better
To the
than,
ceiling.
better
With
than
ceiling.
our parents.
The glass
parenting,
ceiling.
because we are meant to learn from their mistakes and do a better job.
But why do you
So-
consider it a mistake, Julie?
Because
It
some of the
depends.
parents was
Maybe her
abusive.
grandparents made. Yeah, some parents are very abusive.
When my father licked me with the liquor chair.
Upstairs. But my children so well behaved. All you have is blockado.
He's on my chair and not upstairs.
Yeah.
Don't try
The
that.
cat upstairs did not drop the vase.
The
so-
cat.
No, the cat upstairs. And let me tell you, the cat is fighting like man. The cat fighting like man. You must sit on top of Giovanni. Like, when that cat is an animal, man. Anyways. Soft parenting. What were we talking about? We're talking about soft parenting. And
You talk about when your dad hit you with a chair.
my dad has hit me with a chair and I end up in hospital, right? The fucker felt bad after. We knew that was established. He felt bad after. I mean, it was done. But at the end of the day, I didn't deserve that. That
No.
I considered abuse. However, all the other licks I get, my father used to tell me, don't go. Workers' Party have a convention. Labour Party have a convention. Don't go convention. All my friends come in and I check all my friends in Labour. I want to go. I was like, that's it. I know I'm gonna get blows. I go convention, I
Yeah.
shake my leg, I dance.
I
go
knew I was
labor,
getting blows, and I started
and I
doing
go
what
back
I
home
doing.
and I get my
I go
blows.
home, take my blows, and go and sleep.
And I go and sleep. I used to sleep nice.
But boy, especially if you take a good cry,
When you see you cry, you
and
never
and
cry.
your face
Yeah,
swollen.
whoa.
But you can't even wake up.
You can't wake up. You feel like a log.
Your eyes can't open.
You waking up on your eyes swollen.
Our parents don't know how they gave us the sweetest sleep.
You sleeping nice. I sorry, Julie. Julie, you do. I feel like you were born in a different time.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't do things like that to get licks, and I'm
So
okay
you
with that.
never get blows.
I got blows, but it was not like that. Like the blow I get the mark is one lick, mommy.
And
thing,
you
then
remembering that so hard.
Exactly.
Look
I
at
can
that.
remember the times I got licks. I didn't get a lot of licks.
You didn't get enough.
You see,
I can
when you don't
remember
get a
it.
lot of licks, the
You-
1-2 time you get
you
to
remember
traumatize
it.
you.
You
It
remember
has
it.
traumatized
Then
you.
I
she
can remember
start
them.
giving that to you from the time you come out in the thing.
Just
Boom,
go!
boom, boom.
Mommy, what did I do?
Stop your
Just
little
in
boo-boo.
case.
No,
you
you-
ever get a just in case licks?
No, I never. And about that,
You just look like you did something
It was
wrong.
always irrelevant. It was always.
Nah.
What's that for? Just in case.
It's just in case.
Nah. Nah.
Julie didn't get enough blows.
I didn't do enough to get blows, and that's the thing.
You
And-
didn't do enough that they know of.
No. So that's what I'm saying. All these things I wasn't doing it. My brother, my second brother, he did enough for for all of us. So I didn't get a
That
lot
was
of
me.
licks.
I was that child.
I didn't get a lot of licks.
My
and
mother has become somewhat of a soft parent now.
Oh, they all do. She's
very-
a grandparent now, right?
No. I have other siblings. And so there's 4 of us. And my mother's very soft.
Well, my younger sister never get blows. My last sister,
Yeah.
that bitch never got blows. I got all the blows for her. Me and Aurelle, we get blows. My younger sister never got any blows. And I...
Because your parents got better at parenting.
No, they got tired.
They're tired. Julie, where you from? Where you from?
No.
You tired, Gassa. You tired.
Julie-
Yo, I don't think you your voice it to
Julie
you.
living on Jupiter. Julie,
Man.
Julie, my parents were tired.
Tired.
Hands down, they were tired. After the amount of blows they give me, then they give Aurelle less of the
Listen.
blows. Then they were
Listen,
tired.
like for me, after me, can't get any worse. You cannot get any worse. So just smooth sailing after that. I must say I burned out my mother. Yeah.
And the way they are with grandchildren is even worse.
Grandchildren now, they can do no wrong.
No wrong.
Yeah.
They can do they can do no wrong, and they're
But-
pride and joy.
But when you have
I see
Caribbean
how
parents,
Jazz manipulates my aunt.
when you have
seen
Caribbean
it,
parents,
I'm like, I just watch it and I just shake my, and he does watch on his side because he
knows.
knows I'm onto him.
but
The
what
little-
can you do?
The little fucker
You
know I
can't do
onto
nothing.
him.
You can't do
He watching
nothing.
me so. After he do what he do, I take it up.
But we need that. We need that balance. When you have Caribbean parents and you go by your grandmother,
You have to have a bad couple.
I already tell my grandmother, Mommy beat me. And she get back to my mother, you know.
Yes. Yes.
My daughter, she does. Well, not with a beat. So she'll say something like, I'm hungry, my grandma. And I just gave her food. And mom say, but this is just a great child. Give him. I'm like, so she does things like that. But other than that,
you
again,
need that.
have a good child.
For now.
How old is she?
8.
For now.
Just keep praying.
Hello. She already
Make sure you have
she
your
already-
rosary.
No.
my baby.
Her baby.
Your rosary and everything.
Mind that
because-
belly don't backfire on you.
My
because-
baby.
Let me tell you, so now,
I should like a red one like
I
you.
am one that doesn't believe in, like, how parents tell their children, don't curse and don't do those things.
I believe in that.
I don't.
I believe
I can never curse in front
I
of my parents.
believe in protecting a child's innocence as
Yeah.
long as possible.
So
So overexposure, I don't agree
Childhood
with.
is the
Cursing,
one hood that
you gotta keep them in that.
So my
that
thing on cursing is that it's a form of expression.
that doesn't let people express themselves.
How?
We taking too long
He
to make up
expresses
words
himself. He expresses it.
teach him to
So-
express himself.
with less colorful words.
Expand your vocabulary.
You know the amount of times I take kicks on here and my son bawling, boy, I can fuck your mother playing video game.
Nah,
That's
that
the
makes
kicks.
that makes me very uncomfortable.
That is North American parenting right there.
But that is not.
And they posted and think
That's-
it's funny.
No, I wouldn't post it because
I don't think it's funny.
I mean I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious because I'm just thinking about him as a child, a boy child, fucking the guy's parents, the guy's mom. I'm just like, damn, you have goals.
Nah, I grew up.
You got a big man goals.
I grew up with like a British foundation, so you couldn't like in my family you couldn't even say yes. If you got called, yes, mom, yes, grandma,
Same.
yes,
Same. But I still feel like you need to let your children express themselves. I feel that's how we
you
suppress
express yourself
children's
using.
feelings.
You can express yourself using other words.
Yeah, but sometimes it
How
cuss
did we
I
grew up?
don't want you to cuss each other. But if that is how you're choosing to express yourself, I'm fine with it. So I don't expect you to go cussing. And they know the difference to not curse each other. But if he's playing his video game and he's in the heat of the moment, he will. Granted, my younger one doesn't. And he knows that it's bad words, like your.
But that's the thing; it is bad words.
And for it's bad words depending on how you use it. Because
I think they have enough time in adulthood to use it, and even up to this day in my adulthood, I would never curse in front of my mom and dad. I would.
I
As a matter of
can't.
fact, we're watching a movie, and I would not even watch kissing in front of my parents.
You're embarrassed?
I still feel weird, you know. But I would still.
I would
talk to my parents about all the things that I do, you know. I will tell them, we can talk about anything. I can tell them about this guy, that guy.
I believe in the whole
But
boundaries
to do
thing.
it, it's like, no.
I grew up where
parents.
shut up was a bad word. You could not say
Shit was a bad word at the school I went to.
Shit is a bad word.
We could not say shit. We had to put $1 in the jar at school, and
Shit is a bad word.
Oh,
Shut up
shit
is
a
a
bad
bad
word.
Shut up is a bad word.
Something you do like every day.
You see, we've become
So me taking a shit. is a
our
bad word?
society.
So I'm doing a bad thing when I take a shit. Oh, girl.
You pass waste.
You defecate.
It's like you defecated. It's like my grandparents used to say, somebody passed the flatus. A flatus. But I think as a society, our standards have dropped. We've become there's no class anymore.
say one, say two. We talk about American parents. We talk about a lot of that happen. Even our songs, the music. Even
the
our
influence
music.
of the Americans.
No, even the music. Like,
I think we've
a lot
become
of the
worse.
Songs, a lot of the songs that play that I see children singing. Like, it doesn't matter how popular they
But
are.
we used to sing those songs. It just didn't have
We never
social
used
media.
to. I wasn't singing them, and the songs were not that graphic before.
I disagree, though.
They were not.
There
they
was
were
some
masked.
there
They
was
were
some
masked.
that were very graphic.
They were masked.
But
Because you could be
again,
singing Saltfish from now to next year, and as a child, you would not know what you were singing Saltfish about. But right now, when a song says spit with pa, ha, whatever, panty, that's very graphic. A child understands what's happened. There's no masking there. And while I think
So
that
if
is
your
great
child came to you and
adult
asked
entertainment,
you, if your child came to ask you and ask you, Mommy, what does he mean by selfish? What would you have explained?
I think that we should.
What would you have explained?
That's what I'm
to your child?
doing. So I think that you should explain things to children, but it's age appropriate. So at this point, she come ask me saltfish. We're gonna talk about the food that we had with Dukana.
That is what this
That is
song
what
talking
it
about.
doesn't matter. That's what I'm gonna explain to
But
her.
it can't be
But
that.
she-
I don't like
because
my
it is
child.
math.
No,
Jael,
I'm sorry.
it can't be
is
that.
math.
No, I would
But if
tell
my
my
child,
child, if my
hold
child
on,
come and ask me
hold
that.
on. But if my child comes to me and say, Mommy, what is sex? Then I understand I need to tell her what is sex. But that's a total different thing. So,
But you
have
see,
to
that's
answer
what
things at
happens.
age
When this
appropriate.
happens, I'm gonna tell you one thing. When these kinds of things happen, when those little bus drivers, those little perverts meet your child and say, "Pa, come and pass your selfish for me," they're gonna think it's some food that they're just gonna fall for anything. I'm
No,
telling you,
but then she would
boo-boo.
not be able to think her vagina is her saltfish at that point because she's still thinking it's food.
they say,
But when
"Sir,
he
I don't have no
realized, she
saltfish.
realizes,
My mommy don't pack saltfish for my snack."
I don't like
That's
my
not
children.
funny.
That's
And
not funny.
when my son was 3, I learned it the hard way. My son was 3. My eldest son was 3 at the time, and I told him, I responded to him in a way that I felt was child appropriate, and he went online and he typed in the words.
you're not
And he
supposed to give
found-
him that kind of leeway at 3. The problem was you.
How the problem was?
So why must he go type online at 3? You're supposed to have parental thing that he's
No.
not supposed to get
So
there.
if he types something in Google and he gets a meaning for it, so he's not supposed to go on Google? The child is supposed to go on Google.
Yeah, parental control.
But that's the thing. That's another topic, though.
I'm telling you that.
Do you think children have too much access?
Anything. You can put parental control for as much as you want, as much as. The other day, my child came and tell me somebody at school was saying that babies come from your backside, and I said, but you know babies don't come from your backside. I told him babies don't come from your backside. They go, I said, I said, what did you tell him? I asked him, who told you babies come from your backside? He said, my mommy said babies come from your backside. I said, your mother, he says, he told the child, your mother is lying to you because babies don't come from backsides. I don't want my child growing
The
up.
mother probably called the child like a piece of shit.
That came from her backside. Right?
Yeah. Well, you know shit comes out of your ass.
Right. So at the end of the day, I do not like it. I don't sugarcoat it. I try my best not to be explicit about it, but I tell it to them as it is. Giovanni wanted to know how he was born. I showed it to him. I showed him a video. He was 4 years because Jazz, he's 6. Yeah, he was 4 years when I showed it to him. And after I was done showing it to him, I asked him to explain to me what happened. And he explained to me in a very child-friendly way. And he was just like, he was so amused by it. You think tomorrow somebody can tell my child that a child come out from his backside?
But that's different. Because that's you showing him the process. But why did you show him the process of him and his daddy having sex? Because that is how he came.
That is different.
But that's a different.
Jazz asked me the other day though. He's like, did you and daddy have sex in order to have me? And I said, yes, we had sex. How does sex happen? It's when the woman's vagina and the man's penis clash together. They clash, and I finished with him. I'm not going to.
The poor child go and think if you run into a girl, you go.
Well, that is what he need to think right now. Because if they clash together, he might burst his head, he might burst his nose, he might come home with a bloody face.
And he'll be a dad.
Don't want that. But the bottom line is that he'll be a dad. So let him think it's going to be an accident if he clashes together.
When I was about maybe 8.
For now. Until later on when he understands
8,
it.
I asked my mom about anal sex. Because I always used to ask all kinds of things. I was
you were interested in anal things.
and I don't know where it came from, but I asked her.
And it wasn't
her.
You wanted a boom boom action?
I don't know where I heard it.
Shitty
But
action?
some look at what this child is like.
Kick in the back door.
Kicking it back didn't come out yet. But I remember her explaining, and that's the one thing.
How did she explain?
She told me it's a place people have sex. It's just that, and she explained you kind of get pregnant and whatever. You shouldn't do it. It's not the right thing. You know, that kind of thing.
I like
that
the fact that
age.
she tell you can't get pregnant.
But I could tell.
Because at that time, it's at that time, all one was thinking as in their backside because they checked, we can't get pregnant.
You're still the virgin.
That was one of those mothers that used to do that. They
I
tell
don't
them
know.
that you still be a virgin. If you take it in the backside, you know.
No, she didn't explain that. She just told
And
me
that's
that.
how a lot of them got STDs.
But
Take it in the backside.
can't take anything serious. But I mean, my mom was my best friend growing up, so I had that kind of thing. Where I could say anything, So even when I first started dating, I dated when I was done from school though. But yeah, just my.
You dated?
Yeah, I started talking to this
Soft
guy.
parenting, boy.
So your parents knew all your whereabouts.
When I was in fourth form, I was 14 in fourth form. And everybody had boyfriends and stuff. And mommy was like, you don't have a boyfriend? I said, no. No, because I never told her. No, listen to me. I never told her I liked anybody.
Listen, my good.
I finished.
Finish.
So.
You want a boyfriend?
So there was a guy that was our friend. And for my birthday, she took me to his house. And his mom was there. And the mom baked me a little cake. And they gave me a little silver. You know the watches that stretch to go on? They gave me that as a little gift. So the two parents sat down. So both parents sat down and we did that, and mom and I were laughing.
For your birthday, your mother take you by a man.
Because he was he liked me and he wanted to be my little boyfriend. So they came with us and we went to their house, and mom and I were laughing. I can remember.
So you started taking man early.
He was a friend that liked me.
19 when I started taking man.
But no, we were not having.
I was afraid to take man.
Anyway, our parents were dating. We're taking man. Our parents did. We sat down and we had a nice little family time. And mom and I, we laughed about it, whatever.
You laughed about taking man.
She didn't take no man.
At 14,
She went and baked
she
cake.
over the clock and she take the
I
hand.
didn't even bake the cake. The mom did, and they had a big hole in their door. That's
In their back door.
Honest to God though, my parents and boyfriend, you must be mad.
She just wanted to make sure I was.
You must have been mad. That is where you get in the licking of lickings.
But then that helped me that I didn't want boyfriend, so he was my friend. Then I graduated from school.
Girlfriend.
I just didn't want anybody. I used to play
You're
football.
14. Some people are not interested in these things.
Honest to God, like I think some people are not interested in those things.
Sometimes it's your friends and the influence around you that make you feel like you should. But again, like when you see you in that innocent phase, you're just enjoying life.
Because I enjoyed my childhood. That's what I'm saying. I
enjoyed
enjoyed
my
it in a way
childhood when I was
that
getting blows.
no one has enjoyed my childhood. Like my
Joy is
mom,
different.
The innocence.
I
my
enjoyed.
mom
I
let
wouldn't.
me hold on to my innocence of childhood. I had it like again, like last week. I'm always holding on to precious things. So by the time I finished school and I started dating somebody, I don't like none of you. And I started dating somebody. I remember the first time he did. The first time he did. The first time he got close and my nipples got hard, I told my mom. Actually, he told my mom. I told him my nipples got hard. She's like,
glass.
She's like,
told your mom.
yeah, because he had to come home. He came home. It was something that
Julie, mommy! Julie almost pocket my eye.
you know.
How did he say it? I'm so
He told my mom. So I wasn't there. So now she came to me.
Damn, that would have been good.
She came to me and she was like,
the boy come and tell
the
him
boy.
like,
She said,
Mr. was
so and so. I don't know how to
Probably
say
Marco.
instead of finger.
So and so say that her nipple got.
She was 14.
No, I was 16
older
at
now.
that time.
Okay.
She was older, taking her big finger to
So
try that.
when my mom.
Seems like the nipple was bigger than the finger. You ran away.
I lost my virginity at 22. As a matter of fact,
Good for you.
The 2nd of this month, actually, I messaged the boy
You
who took it,
remember?
and I told him, and he was like, "Julie, that's past a decade ago, and nowadays I can show you the message after." I remember it was the 2nd of December. When if I remember, of course, it's a
date?
precious thing.
But if you catch me in bush.
I actually remember. I remember my first time as well. So I mean, it was a long time ago, but I remember it too. Was it precious?
Do you remember the
It
date?
was painful.
Do you remember the date?
Precious.
Do you remember the date, Jael?
No. I remember what was happening, and I remember where it was, and I remember how I did it. I remember what happened after. I get blues that same night.
You get 2 type of beating.
I sure did.
2 types of beating.
I got
2
blues.
type of beating.
I sat in the bathroom and I cried for a long time. I was afraid to come out of the
Felt
bathroom.
violated.
Why?
It felt so painful. I didn't expect it to hurt so much.
Your mother didn't tell you that?
She did, but it was.
All of them other things that she was telling me.
did.
My mother gave me a
But
book
it
when I was
hurt.
9 years old called
It
The Complete Twin.
I got.
I can never forget. I was 9.
I got. It has only just begun.
I got
Get that
I
for
got
your
The
children. It has only
Complete
just
Twin. And let me tell you, that explained everything. She used to tell me, if you have any questions, come and ask. And I would go and I would ask her, and this and that, when, period
You
coming
knew it
and
was
all
going
of
to
these things.
hurt, but it doesn't mean you're not going to be traumatized. It was painful. Painful. So he had to, and his mom was home too. And I remember.
She was there when y'all did it?
I hate you, right? It's so bad. I remember sitting in the bathroom crying, and he knocked it up. Please, Julie, can I come, please? Yeah, I remember. But
How old were you? 22?
22.
And he was crying at the bathroom there?
If I was crying, I locked myself in the bathroom. It was painful.
You wanted your thing, and then after you forget it was
But
gonna
then,
be
and then, yeah, so.
you did,
Anyways.
Yeah.
that you did therapy for.
No. So the whole point of all what I was trying to say is that I had a parent, I had a mom that I could tell anything. And to this day, I can tell my dad anything. And I love that. And I think part of a good, healthy part of parenting is when a child can express, whether they are a baby, teenager, adult, they can express to their parents, and their parents will basically let them feel like I'm listening.
Acknowledge that.
I'm listening, and this is where you are.
I agree.
That's nurturing.
I agree.
Yeah.
So like that I fully agree with. So it's like half and half. Like I get Jael's point where you can't give them too much options. This is what we're serving for dinner. That's it. Eat it.
That's it.
That's it.
The only thing I will not allow you to eat is if you're allergic to it. Anything else?
Or sometimes you get
It's
you get a food that you can't. Like for me and avocado, I just cannot chew it since I'm a child. I can't chew it and swallow it. The texture about it, right?
love avocado.
I know everybody does. So it'll make me gag. So that's one thing. Egg, same thing. I may gag. We can understand that, right? Fix your face. But I do believe, like, I have a niece right now. I spend a lot of time, like every weekend, ask Jael, she's with me. I'm one of those like aunts, like the whole village concept. And she's in her Y phase. Right? So she calls me Tash. Titi Ash, Tash. So why Tash? And I'll explain. Ella, don't do this, X, Y, and Z. Why, Tash? I'll explain. You understand? Even though it's frustrating, and she'll be like, why? And you're kind of getting annoyed, but you have to have that patience. So I fully agree with that aspect, but I do believe in the whole firmness. These are the rules. When I said no, you can beg.
And until you pay
no,
bills,
it doesn't even matter.
Say in
Right.
the house.
But no is no. And up to a day like today, you think I can raise my voice at my mother?
No.
Or my grandmother? Or my
Well, we
aunties?
can, but
No, you
you
cannot.
won't survive.
You might get a
You will not
Kurkana
survive.
As you said. But you learn that respect and the boundaries and the chain of command. That's also very important.
chain of command.
Listen, my siblings,
Yes, the chain of command.
there
There
is a
should
chain
be
of
no
command.
authority when it comes to food. Just like how you don't like things, a child can say,
Well,
I do not like that. If you're tired eating porridge every day, as an adult, the child can feel tired of eating
Go
porridge
out and
every
buy
day.
it.
But if it's
Go and
porridge,
buy your
well,
options.
Sometimes,
buy
sometimes
options.
it's
Buy
not,
options.
but the child doesn't work. So they cannot
My
buy what they
God.
like, but it doesn't. Hey, if God wanted children to be able
Let me-
to eat
Julie,
everything,
Julie,
he'd make them
the
be
most
that way.
successful
God
people.
should've-
God should've make them go and work
God
too.
should have made sure that all food was free.
You ever heard them?
All food not free.
You ever
Sometimes
which
we
was
just give the
supposed to
child
be?
what we want. It's
All
not
food
because
is
we
not
could
free.
not.
Listen, you ever heard them
Nah.
rags to riches stories? You always hear about what we have to eat. That and that alone we have to eat.
But then
That making you.
But it doesn't matter. Some of us like to live in poverty just so we can punish.
But how
No,
is
that's different.
You can give the
That is
child
different.
something else, but you want to go like that. All
So wait, I have
and
to cook
no.
for me
and still
and for you.
But people don't have for that man.
Well, they're wrong.
They put it all wrong for your child.
So you cooking separate. You cook a pot for yourself and cook
Let my
separate for your man.
daughter tell me, Mommy, I love bacon. It could be $32. I'm gonna get bacon for her, and I do that, and you have it there because that's what she likes.
Wait,
So I have. So presently,
That's only like somebody that gone by Heinz over. You don't eat
MP?
Heinz, I don't eat MP.
No, it's
So
not
I
that.
don't get MP ketchup. So you have to go and get MP ketchup.
That's a
cheaper.
different thing.
Your bottom eating ketchup until you poop MP.
until it's empty.
Until it's empty.
But that is not what I mean.
Okay,
I just
Julie,
mean
if you
that-
have a really let's say your child is really obedient.
Oh, she's very
Ticks,
obedient, and
right?
stuff.
You can make that choice, as in you're going shopping and you know these are the options your child prefers, right? It also aligns with the family, whatever. It's something
That's different.
That's different. But to say you making something and your child decide, I don't want that, I want X, Y, and Z, and you are make it,
You go to bed hungry.
you must get me
You
under
go to
my
bed
roof.
hungry with air in your stomach, and what I'm gonna be in the middle of that is you pooming. The end.
You pass inflators.
For gas. But I hear you guys. I disagree. I think if you have another option, just do it. You shouldn't punish a child because they don't like something. That is abuse.
But too much
Back to
human
that word,
beings,
abuse.
human beings, right, are not
Options,
meant to
fine.
have too many options. Think about it. If you go to a restaurant, says 3 things on the menu, you choosing fast. When they have 50 options, you're there forever trying to decide.
Even asking the waitress, what would you be? And you end up taking what the waitress telling you.
Yeah, because you
And
can't
you
decide.
can't decide.
Too much options. Too much options.
First of all, like I said, I will buy whatever I need to buy for my household.
And you have them
And
in
obviously
mind.
I know Jazz likes Cheerios. I know Giovanni likes Cocoa Puffs. So I will buy.
My daughter's favorite fruit is strawberry.
Strawberry is so expensive.
I know. So every time we go, I say, can you wait till we go to Canada or Barbados? She's like, so right now I found a middle ground. I buy the frozen ones and I do strawberry smoothie and stuff, right? She loves that. And I'm fine with that because she's getting what she wants. She's not supposed to ever ask anybody, for something that like she's not
Caribbean
getting
parents,
at home.
even though you don't get what you want in your household, go and ask somebody else. Go and ask somebody else.
But then we need, that's why.
And
parenting
embarrass
is
me.
amazing.
It's just like my son goes to a school, and he gets they do like ice pop. They sell ice pop at the school and stuff. He's never asked me for money, to buy ice pop.
Wait, he doesn't get it.
He doesn't eat ice pop.
Okay.
The thing is, I tell him, I give you snack, and at the end of the day, you come home, you eat your lunch, then you get an afternoon. Like my kids' meal structure is so set in stone. Like, it's crazy. I mean, they snack on a lot of things when I'm working and stuff, so I give them that leeway. But when I'm there, it's like rigid. So they very rarely do they eat, like, gonna eat ice pop, gonna eat this, gonna eat that, gonna eat the other. That doesn't happen. What I provide for you is not what you're gonna eat. I know there's some things that you like, and I'll make sure that I buy it so that you eat it. But if you run out of Cheerios and it's Frosted Flakes that day, your backside will eat the Frosted Flakes.
And that's a given. I'm okay with that. But what I'm trying to say, don't force a child and say, that's all I have.
But that is all I have.
My mom will give me stories about eating fig and oil. There's no way.
Fig and oil is so nice. What you know about that?
But
girl?
I'm
Stories
pretty sure.
like we don't doing that for choice.
Fig and oil is so nice.
Listen to
Breadfruit
me.
and butter, so
and I
nice.
get that, but I think that sometimes parents can do better, and they're just like, if you don't want to lie down by it, no, that era is gone, and that's not soft parenting. That's parenting, because parenting should come with care, not just I have the authority to beat you.
But I do have the authority to
Yeah,
beat
but
you.
then we always
You
lean
better
on
know
that
that.
side. As
You
opposed
better
to
know
the
that.
You better know
nurturing
that.
side. So
You better know that I will wazz your backside.
As much as I give my daughter what she wants, she understands that I'm not like with daddy.
Also,
that's a different thing.
Also, Giovanni Freddy's backside on fire because coming down to report card, he scored.
So wait, you beat your child if they don't do well?
I don't beat him, but he's what he going to get, the punishment he's going to get. He
Does he get blows?
He prefer to get the blows.
You see, they're just like you.
He prefer to get the blows. Like, because he get the blows, he'll cry, his eyes will get watery, he'll have a good sleep, and he'll be fine next day. He'll have all his devices, nothing would have changed. When I take away the devices, I mean, I can't take it away for one day.
Oh, I took away device for 2 months.
It will
and she
probably
moved
go
on.
but that's a long time to take away devices.
But what she do
Imagine
for 2 months of no devices?
The teacher was saying that she's stressing on the class. But I realized the teacher was the problem. I know you're the problem now. I moved my child. Yeah, a teacher. And that's why when she was making that point, I said nothing. Because some teachers, but anyway, I love where she's at now.
Boy, be careful you don't teach your child certain things with that. That can be dangerous.
So certain things I know I don't say to the child, and I have to have
There's
that
sometimes
conversation
I
with
don't
the
agree
teacher.
with teachers, eh?
100%.
But when I do,
100%.
I don't tell my child that I don't agree with the teacher.
Yeah.
I
Because
speak to the teacher.
you put it's like ammunition for the child, and the child will also look at the teacher in a different, like, the teacher is not the authoritarian that they're supposed to be in that moment. The teacher is in charge of them, so you have to also be very mindful.
Especially in Caribbean communities.
Oh.